Peace and joy, guys. Welcome back to another video. Drumheller Farms. Hey, take a look what just showed up. That's for our future attached barn here. It's gonna be a cool little deal when we're done. Right now I've got the trailer hooked up. I gotta run over to the local farm supply store and get me a couple pig panels. Pigs are gonna be here in about 2 days. If I was completely honest with you guys, I've probably never been more nervous about something before in my life. Yeah, that's a little exaggeration, but you know, getting cattle, never doing that before, and figuring that out and figuring the chickens out, you know, I just feel like these pigs are a whole nother animal. Which actually they kind of are, but I think we'll figure it out. But right now, let's go grab those panels. I got to build a temporary enclosure for them to train them on the hot wire. And also, the only livestock trailer I have anymore is the gooseneck trailer, and I'm not going to be able to get that back to where I'm raising them. I'm going to build a livestock trailer out of these pig panels. So come along with me today. I appreciate you watching. Hit that subscribe button and stick around for a while. Let's go. All right, so this is my plan. This is how I'm going to get the pigs out to their pasture. And eventually I'm going to build a nice haul road out there. Probably going to use some of this crushed concrete that I got. And I've got to cut some trees down. I got some work to do out there, but I'll have several months to do that before the pigs are finished and ready to go to slaughter. So for now, I'm going to build a corral basically right around this little trailer here. I use this little tiny trailer for everything, I'll tell you. All right, done with the pig hauler here. Built a little frame back here that the door butts up to. Stapled it in with some fence staples. Pretty sturdy. Then I went ahead and wired this in 2 spots just in case they want to pick up on it. This ain't going anywhere. And I mean, it's definitely gonna haul 10 piglets out to where the pig production is gonna be. Now when they're finished, I'm gonna have to come up with something else. But the good thing is I'm gonna have a little more time to do that, so I'm not really too concerned. But call it a night tonight. All right, guys, it's the next day and we're still preparing to get the pigs around, and we're gonna head out there to the pasture and put together the temporary pig pen. Right now we're building our temporary pen for the pigs, and you might be asking, why are we building a temporary pen? Well, we have to introduce these pigs to 3 different types of hot wire. We've got this 2-strand poly wire, we've got our net fencing, and then we have our main hot wire that's over on this side, and that is a high tensile wire that runs around the whole perimeter. We have a solar charger that we will hook onto this, and we'll make the perimeter hot. And not every paddock in here is going to be hot drawing energy from this solar panel. Only the perimeter will be hot. We'll have the option of only doing one half or the other being hot, and then we'll just use gator clips and clip on each paddock. Only one paddock will be hot at a time. This thing to that. Probably gonna have to put one in the middle here so it doesn't hit that hot bar. All right, I want to show you how we did this. I think this is pretty slick here. Training them to this net fence, and I also want to get it into our little corral pen that we built here. So I pounded 2 T-posts, and then I just sleeve those with PVC, so this can get right up next to it, and you don't have to worry about it arcing out on anything. I ordered this net fencing from Premier One. This is actually sheep and goat fencing. They said this is what they recommended to use for pigs. They do have a pig fencing now, but the problem is they only come in 100 footers. And my paddocks are 160 foot long. And these are actually they're 150 foot long, and these are 164 foot. So it was the closest thing I could get. Basically, where you can see we just kind of loop them back around there. But I thought you guys would find that interesting, and the lady actually told me on the phone, because I called them, I had a few questions, seeing if they custom made lengths or what I could get closest to 150, and she said this would be my best bet. But she'd said, you know, if you ever need to make a hard corner or loop around or whatever, she said put a piece of 2-inch PVC around a T-post, which all I had was 3-inch PVC, so that's what I used. But I thought that was pretty cool. That's only our second time ever putting down or putting up a net fence, so it's pretty easy to do. Our first time it was not so gracefully installed. Again, we've got 3 different kinds of fencing, and it's all going to be hot in here. We're going to have this hot that we're going to train them on. We've got this 2-strand hot wire, which is going to be, that's what our laneway is going to be made out of. There's 2 strands of hot wire with handles on them. And then our main power comes from this high tensile wire running down the whole perimeter. So any paddock we're in, all it's going to take is just a gator clip on that main exterior hot wire, and we're going to be all set. And then, God forbid, anything ever gets out, it should be contained in this field fence. One of the last things I have to do before these pigs come tomorrow morning is I have to clear a new laneway to actually get the pigs into their pasture. So we built all of that fencing, and then we said, well, it's really kind of hard to get to it. You can't really get to it only by a side-by-side. This is our main laneway crossing the cattle from one farm to the next. Had to cut a couple trees here to get this laneway over to the pig paddocks, and I left them high. I'm gonna go grab the skid steer and see if I can't just push those over, and this will be our main haul road in and out of the pig operation here. I'm gonna grab my grapple bucket and try to clear some of this brush out of the way, and then I'll put my regular bucket on here, and I'm gonna bring a little bit of stone in right there in that low spot, and also up there where you first cross to go in. All right, well, I got somewhat of a haul road in here. Probably gonna bring a few more loads of some of this crushed concrete home with my dump truck someday. I gotta really build this up because this is kind of a wet area. It was not too bad through here, but keep driving through it and, you know, made it a little bit worse. I filled in a bunch right here, and then I put some millings on the top of it to kind of pack these stones in. I'm gonna be hauling water out here until I trench a line in, which is my plan. It's partially why I bought that trencher. I'm gonna trench a line in and run some frost freeze right down this center laneway here. I'm a little hesitant on getting too much infrastructure built out here just because, you know, are the pigs going to be something that we're going to do forever? Are they going to be something that's going to be profitable for us? Are they going to be something that we enjoy doing? I don't know. We'll just have to see how it goes. So this first year is going to be a little bit of an experimental year, but by next year, I should have it pretty well figured out what exactly I'm going to do. All right, guys, well, it's time for chicken chores. I appreciate you watching the video. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, stick around for a while, and stick around because pigs are coming, man. And I'd appreciate it if you guys would come along on this learning curve with us and hopefully raise some really good nutrient dense food. So have a good day. God bless.